Okay, lesson 1.7, guided practice. We are working on solving equations that require us to combine like terms before we can begin solving using our two-step equation steps. When we're looking at these, we want to remember that there are two sides, and we are looking for like terms on the same side to combine. In number 1, we're looking at a positive 2 and a negative 6, our like terms, and we will combine those using our integer sign rules. We have a positive 2 and a negative 6. The signs are different, so we will subtract them and keep the sign of a larger number. We will then rewrite all of our work so that we are left with r minus 4 is equal to negative 11. From this point, we are now trying to get r by itself, which means that we need to move this negative 4, and the way we will get rid of that is by adding 4 to both sides of the equation. These will cancel out to give us r is equal to negative 7. On number 3, we're going to follow the same steps. We are going to combine our like terms and then clean everything up. We are looking at 4 r's and 1 r. When we combine them, that is a total of 5r, and that is equal to 20. From this point, we are working on getting r by itself. It is being multiplied by 5, so we will do the opposite, the inverse operation, and divide 5 from both sides to get r is equal to 4. Number 5, we are upping the complexity of these problems. And the first thing we see is that 4 is multiplying to p plus 7. 4 times the quantity p plus 7. 4 times p will give us 4p, and 4 times 7 will give us positive 28. I will take all of the terms that were unused, this 8p, this 112, and I will rewrite them so that 8p plus 4p plus 28 is equal to 112. At this point, we have like terms that we are able to combine, 4p and 8p. We will add these together to get 12p plus 28 is equal to 112. At this point, we've created a two-step equation. We are trying to get p by itself, which means that 28 and 12 need to move. We will get rid of the 28 first by subtracting it to both sides, leaving us with 12p is equal to 112 minus 28, which gives us 84. Our last step is to get p by itself by getting rid of the 12. The 12 is currently multiplying with p, and we undo multiplication with division. So we divide 12 to both sides to find that p is equal to 7. Number 7. We need to be very careful because it is tempting to combine 6 and 8, but we cannot do that. Our order of operations requires us to multiply this negative 8 with 3v and negative 7. So I'm going to go ahead and work through that first. Negative 8 times 3v gives us negative 24v, and negative 8 times negative 7 gives us positive 56. We will rewrite all of our other terms, remembering to keep the signs attached to them. I'm now looking for like terms on the same side of the equation that I can combine. In this case, a negative 6 and a positive 56. Our signs are different, so we will subtract and keep the sign of the larger number. 56 minus 6 is 50, and the larger number was positive. So we will get negative 24v plus 50 equals 218. We've now created a two-step equation. We're trying to get v by itself, which means we need to move 50 and negative 24. We always move the term that is adding or subtracting first, so we will get rid of this positive 50 by subtracting 50. 218 minus 50 will leave us with 168. I will bring down all of my work. We're still trying to get v by itself. Right now it is being multiplied by negative 24, so we will undo multiplication with division. We will divide negative 24 to both sides to find that v equals 7. And that will be a negative 7 because we have a positive 168 divided by a negative 24. Continuing to up the complexity, we are looking at quite a large problem, but we will take it step by step and work it down to a two-step equation that then we can easily solve. The first thing we want to do is take care of this 4 that is multiplying the quantity 2 minus 6p. I'll work from left to right and rewrite my work as I go. 1 does not change. 4 times 2 makes 8. And 4 times negative 6 will give us negative 24p, which is equal to negative 35 minus 2p. The next step is to combine our like terms, which is a 1 and positive 8. 1 plus 8 gives us 9, minus 24p is equal to negative 35 minus 2p. From our 1.6 lesson, we learned that when we have a variable on both sides of the equations, we need to move one of them in order to get one variable on one side of the equation so that we can solve. It's usually easiest to move our smallest variable, and when we think about negative numbers, negative 24 is smaller than negative 2. So I'm going to get rid of negative 24p by adding 24p to both sides. This leaves us with 9 is equal to negative 35 plus 22p. We get 22p, show you in green, when we combine a negative 2 with a positive 24. Our signs are different. We subtract and keep the sign of the larger number. We have now worked this equation down to a two-step equation where we are working to solve for p, and we need to move 35 and 22. We will get rid of negative 35 by adding 35 to both sides. This will leave us with 44 is equal to 22p. We will then divide 22 from both sides to find that P is equal to 2. All right, and the last one on the guided practice. We distribute first. So negative 3 times negative 6p and negative 3 times 6. I'm going to work from left to right and just bring my work down. 5p is not going to change. Plus 30 does not change. Minus 4 does not change. Negative 3 times negative 6p gives us positive 18p. Negative 3 times positive 6 gives us negative 18. We will now combine our like terms. Negative 18 and negative 4 will combine to make negative 22. I will rewrite all of my other work. We now have an equation that has a variable on both sides. We clean that up by moving our smaller variable to the other side with our larger variable. We're going to get rid of this 5p because 5 is smaller than 18, and we will subtract 5p to find that 30 is equal to negative 22 plus 13, and that is 13p. We're almost finished. We are now going to take 30, and we need to get rid of the negative 22, so we're going to add it to both sides. And so we will take our 30 and add 22 to get 52 is equal to 13p. We are almost finished. We now need to get rid of the 13 by dividing it to both sides. To find that 4 is equal to p. And that is how we solve those. In terms of what was learned today, the most important part are numbers 1 through 4, really. 1 through 8 include distributing, which is a concept that we worked on 2 classes ago. And numbers 9 and 11 also include moving a variable from one side to the other so that we can solve it. And that's the guided practice.